What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing well. Oh boy. Give me a moment. I gotta drop the volume down on stuff because as you can see, I'm not wearing a normal headset I normally wear. We'll talk about that later as we're doing stuff. Also, let me turn the big light on because it's been raining outside and I forgot to do that. So give me a moment. I'm on. I'm on, you dang switch. There we go. All right. Nope. All right. But I feel on my phone. Hey, words, dummy. Come on. Howdy. Hope y'all doing well. Hope you're doing wonderful. Name's Knuckle Moose. Call me Knuckle Moose G. Call me 12. Call me late. Just don't call me the freaking fat boy. Gotta eat. Also, don't be a D. That's all we ask around here. That, and if you like what you see, hit the follow button. You know, stories. So yeah, we're doing some 2K25 stuff today. I.e., we're doing some wrestling creations and stuff. We're creating wrestlers for the roster, other than people who I've made in the past, who I gotta figure out the best way to work for them and make sure I got everything to work it. We're also gonna try to like make some wrestlers, possibly download some wrestlers if we're able to. That would fit. And then we're also gonna work on making an arena, making a championships, making a few things, entrance and stuff like that. I will fucking slap together later on after stream. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. Because unfortunately, Fire Pro's not working anymore the way I want it to, and the way it needs to work for everything to happen. So that's why I haven't posted the video from last time. Because, yeah, it just... I've tried everything I could over the weekend. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen anymore, unfortunately. So, I don't know, until, like, maybe I figure out something else up or see what else is going on with somebody else. We're going to do this for now. We're going to go to 2K25. It was an inevitability kind of thing. Like I said, it was a ticking time bomb for that to happen. And, now that it has, it's time to go to the backup. Luckily, it happened near the end of the month and not the beginning of the near the end / beginning of the month instead of the middle of the month, when it could have been a lot worse. Yeah. But we're gonna work on a few things. I've got a few people already created. Got myself created. Well, a version of myself created. I've got Martin created. I've got Graveyard Doc created. I technically have ISO Pigeon created until Pigeon himself decides to come in and go, oh yeah, no, I like this one better. So we got that going on. Turn this up over here a little bit. And then there we go. A little bit. There we go. Pardon me. Sorry. Drinking a lot of healthy stuff today, and it's forcing my everything to work right finally. But also, I am sore as hell today, so if I don't stand up tonight, I've been working out for the last 4 days on a new workout regimen to help drop some body weight and stuff. And so I've been also doing a lot of walking today around the house and walking up and down the street before the storm hit. Getting some things done because today's my first. Today's the first of the month for me, technically. But no, I've just been working on stuff and everything. So there's that. Also, I turned off the in-game music for the jukebox on 2K25 because I know there's been copyright issues. Though, I didn't know that a few of my favorite bands are on the jukebox this year, which is freaking cool. Because finally getting some recognition they deserve, and that's good. I'll give credit to Triple H on that one because he is a metalhead. So finally putting people in metal business in there, not just whoever's famous at the moment. But yeah, no. So the headphone situation. Yes, this is not my normal pair of headphones. Yes, things are gonna sound a lot weirder for a while. The headphones I normally wear, if you're on the Discord over there, you'll see it on the main channel, the main chat. My headphones broke this morning. Where the right about here ish, right where the soft padding meets plastic. I went to go get up this morning and my headphones were laying there because I didn't put them up here last night. I sometimes take, I'll take them to bed with them most of the time. That way I can listen to them. I don't have them in my head, but I'll have them out and open, and I'll just turn the volume down and I'll listen to them through like laying on the pillow or having Mortimer hold them. Which Mortimer's over there, by the way. He says hi. But something like that and hold them. I didn't realize they fell off last night or this morning. I don't know why. I don't know how, but I didn't notice it. And I went to go, get up in the morning. I heard a click, and I went, shit. I thought I broke a charger. Like, okay, great. I broke a charger and it's stuck in one of the charging ports for either my phone or something else. Nope, broke my headphones. So yay. So I was already going to go ahead and going to buy new headphones for my phone when I travel around with my phone, because the ones I have are past warranty by this point, and they are on their last legs, barely surviving. So I was like, all right, I'll buy a new set of headphones for that. And I'll get more on those here in a second. But I was like, I might as well buy another headset as a backup just in case. So there won't be too many issues with Echo on some stuff. And also, keep the look aesthetic going kind of thing with the headset. And yeah, this is the best I could do at the moment for that until the company calls me back, because those headphones that I busted this morning are still under warranty. So hopefully when they get back to me within the next 3 days, they will help me either get the money for it, or they'll either pay me the money back for it so I could buy another pair, or I can get them replaced. We'll see what happens. But until then, we move on. We keep going on for that. But the other headphones, by the way, the other ones I was talking about, the ones I buy for the phone, I bought phone headphones, just not the phone I have. They're iPhone headphones. Didn't see that on the package when the lady handed it to me. And I thought because they're with all the other regular headphone sets and not the iPhone sets in another case, they were regular headphones. Yay. But luckily I was able to find a quick solution, and Wednesday that problem should be fixed. And most likely I'll be switching to those on Wednesday. Because these are fine for now, but like they're like when you're used to a good quality product and you switch to something else, you can tell the difference kind of thing. It's that situation. I mean, I can get used to these things over time, but there's some things about it. It's like, yeah, I can see why it costs that much. It costs only that much to buy them. Because, yeah, there's a light up feature for these headphones. I had them plugged in and charging. And, well, I hit the button to turn them on. You see what happened. But that's not against the headphone. I might not charge it for too long, or I just don't care. Luckily, I don't need the lights. I don't need it charged up to use the mic when I need it. So we're good there. That's all well and good. But my day has been a day of ups and downs. It has been, as I call it, a Thanos balanced day. That's what I've been calling days like this now, where everything is balanced out, where I will have really good moments and then one bad moment. But that bad moment's not as bad as I think it is, and it's something and I can find a thing to balance it out with it, to fix that problem either quickly or in the future, and then do it again. Something bad happened. Oh, I can do this, or like, oh man, I got this coming up. Wait, I can do this and this and this. So I'm starting to realize the patterns of like things that used to make me drive me crazy up the wall, and I know how to fix them now, or I know how to take the patience to start fixing them again, which is always a blessing. But yeah, no. So, but no, we're gonna work on some character creation stuff. Like I said, we got about 3 to 4 people made already. I'm gonna like the competitors we're gonna have. Like I want to try to build because I know you can do this in the WWE games. You'd be able to do this since like technically like I think 2K22, which I didn't play. The last 2K game I played was 2K20. That should tell you something. Now, I've watched other people playing 2K22 and 24, 23 and 24, 22, 24 and 25, because there's no 23. As far as I remember, there's no 23. There was a year skip, and it was for good reasons, and I'm glad they did. But anyway, but But no, I haven't played since 2K20, and that is personal choices more than that's a lot of personal choices between me and this game company than it is anything else. And I had to spend a bit of money to get some stuff unlocked and get some stuff done, unfortunately. Some stuff is still locked. A lot of stuff that's like My Rise and Showcase and the faction stuff, that's going to be locked. So if we like try to like make people like DLC items or stuff like that, or we see items that are still locked, that's why. I don't know if I'm going to play Showcase on here. I'm tempted to, honestly. But that's up to y'all. If y'all want to see me play the Showcase on here and do the My Rise stuff. I don't want to do the My Faction stuff. I'm not a big fan. Like, it's a card game situation, and I do enough card game stuff. I don't need to do that one right now, honestly. And some of the requirements to get certain stuff unlocked for My Faction is I'd rather shoot myself in the foot, in all honesty. So, but no, but yeah, no, I got put on a new workout regimen since Thursday after I went to the doctor because my blood pressure is a little higher than it should be. Yay. So I've been doing a test for that, but also the doctors liked what I've been doing so far to help with like the weight gain, the weight loss, and the weight gain again. And what I've been doing to help try to negate some of that stuff, what I've been trying to do to be a little healthier in life. And it's like I'm drinking this stuff that's got like 0% sodium. So trying to cut some salts back. I'm trying to cut back some certain fats. Like I said, doing more standing, more time of the day kind of thing. Unless I'm tired from working out, like I have been. Doing a longer workout, doing different workouts that I haven't been able to do in a while. But not going like super long, but like going to a certain time period to get my body used to it, to a rhythm and to a pattern kind of thing. Which takes time and hurts, but it's a good hurt. So that's keep reminding myself. Uh but yeah, no, like I'm doing some life change stuff on behind the scenes. You guys seeing a little bit here and there. You guys might see a little bit here and there tonight too. But no, a lot of more positive moving forwards than a lot of negative pulling backs right now. Hopefully, knock on wood. Uh, that keeps going like I want it to. So, yeah. But no, I unlocked some stuff. I unlocked some people, so we have some stuff. So in case we download some people, because you can download wrestlers, and I looked Sunday. Was it Sunday? Yeah, Sunday. I looked on Saturday and Sunday uh for some like people that randomly download that are free to use. They're like, oh yeah, you could use them when whatever. Because yeah, I'm one of the people. It's like you got to give permission to do it. I need permission to do it. So in case anything happens, I don't want to accidentally steal people's IPs or steal people's characters because they're using it for their own thing on whatever channel platform they're doing it on. I don't want to do that. So it's a lot easier just to make a random character or make characters from the chat. But every now and again, I will download a wrestler if need be, or if I feel like I can do it. So I know certain key phrases to look up to do it. So, and I've seen a couple that looked interesting, but I needed DLCs. I needed certain things. Had a burp stuck there in my pipeline. Had a burp stuck in the pipeline. I said purple for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, so now that I've gotten something to help me negate adding more money to this account than I need to. We're good on that end, at least. And I don't need to pay for certain people or pay for certain stuff. They're already unlocked. I already paid the full price for it in that way. Ugh. But I made sure to do all of that after I paid all my bills and stuff. So everything else is good to go. It's just sure those are all bought. Yeah. But yeah, no, I wanted to get some stuff because I know sometimes with this game, like if you want to get certain things, you got to do certain things first. Before it happens, you gotta unlock certain people, certain starters and stuff, certain DLCs and stuff, because people are gonna pull from everywhere. And this game's been out for a hot minute, so that makes sense. But you know, we work with what we got, and we see what we can do. I hit something. I gotta try to get out of it real quick. Hold on, chat. I was trying to look for something, and I accidentally started up my faction, so I'm trying to get out of it as quickly as possible. Okay. Okay. Because I was just making sure stuff was like all the people I needed to unlock were unlocked, kind of thing. So let me go ahead and switch over to the actual gameplay stuff. I'll bring my camera back up because I forgot to do that on Friday. We'll bring the camera back up so you can see my reaction to stuff and how we're doing things and everything. As always, if you want to put your 2 cents in, it's not Tuesday yet. That's tomorrow, but you want to put your own 2 cents into this and figure out what add in a little flair to what you think the arena or the belts and what a character should look like, whether it's yours or somebody else's. Don't be afraid to say so while we're here live on Twitch, or if you're watching this on YouTube, let me know in the comments as well. Just as always, be respectful, be kind, be courteous, follow the golden rule, and don't be a dumbass. Plain and simple. But anyway, I'm going to switch over to the actual gameplay side of stuff. And, that is the wrong one. I forgot I switched things over. That's what. Okay, it's still up there. Cool. So yeah, no, we switched some things over. I forgot to get things going and stuff on the thing there. You might hear now I'm gonna try to do my best to make sure that you guys you guys hear the certain sounds in the background, the fighting sound stuff, and there are gonna be entrances. So I think we can get away with some of them, but I have to either talk over them the whole time, or I have to find a way to mute it real quick, drop it down to where it's subpar and then lift it up, and then it'll work. Also, apparently, I don't know if it was the songs or if it was a certain thing as a notification on my channel that muted the VOD from Friday, the total VOD. But the stuff I played early on in the VOD and stuff I was listening to as we were setting things up and doing stuff didn't flag it. So that works still. So yay, that's actually working. That proved my point. It worked. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna create arena because we need a place to put all these people. I'm trying to think of what kind of template we want to use. Like, we could use this template, or we could try to make a one from scratch. I'm more of like, let's try a template and see what happens. Then trying to do something one way instead of the other. Now, this is currently technically, like, this is kind of how they currently have their stuff now in WWE. They have that sometimes too. This is just like, you know, you wrestle in a high school arena kind of thing situation. You know, humble beginnings kind of thing. But some of the stuff is like the old school, like this is like 2000s, this is like, you know, early 2000s, late 2000s. I think that's the one from like Attitude Era, like SmackDown era, Attitude Era, I want to say. That's like pay-per-view version. So is that one. That's a pay-per-view one, I want to believe. And that's definitely a pay-per-view one. That's I think it's a mix of King of the Ring and No Mercy, I want to say, for that one, which looks interesting, but it's I don't know, chat. What do you think? What do you guys think? I'm feeling actually like number 8 though right now, but you know, from numbers 1 to 11, let me know in chat what you guys think which one we should do, because I'm going to let chat pick as well. You know, just tell me in chat, you know, if you think we should do 1, but whatever number of these 11 we should try using. Because I mean, we can make more than one later, but right now we're looking at the main one, the one that's going to do the main show. I'm feeling number 8, but I want to know chat's opinion. And if you're watching live on YouTube, let me know what you think should be the next one we make after it's picked. And you tell me from 1 through 11, you know, which one we should do. And give a reason why. Let me know why. Let me know which one speaks to you, right? You know, let me know, you know, why you picked that one. You know, question of the day. Which one would you pick, and which tip would you pick, and why? So also, FYI, the reason why it streams a little late is for 2 reasons. One, trying to make sure all this stuff is set up proper and ready to go and everything, along with 2K25, because 2K25 has this wonderful weird thing. If you buy certain downloadable stuff on Xbox, at least, I don't know about PlayStation and Nintendo Switch and PC, but on Xbox side, if you buy certain things, and you don't have stuff set to automatically download on it, or they don't have a program to automatically download it, you got to go in and download it. Otherwise, the game doesn't think you bought it or have any of the stuff. So I've been having to go back through and make sure things were downloaded and installed and everything for it to register in the main game. Number 2, I was eating dinner. I was eating part of my dinner, at least, because small portions, but enough to like keep you full, kind of thing. I had a hummus and 9 looks like the variation of Roman branches. It kind of does, yeah. I agree with that. I agree with that, Craig. It does definitely look like that. Also, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, 9 does look like the Royal Rumble entrance. Because, like, I was sitting here thinking, like, this one looks like the old school SmackDown one, like back when Raw, not SmackDown, Raw. That one looks like the old Raw one. That's almost the SmackDown tunnel right there. That's been like, these two are like 2005 to like 2008 ish. The little 8 is a little hard to see. Yeah, well, yeah, because the way it starts. So let me do this. We can do it this way. You can see it. So this is what 8 looks like. It kind of gives me the old school Raw vibe, you know, with the tunnels being coming from the side. You get the big screen behind it, from like the TNN era WWE. That's what I feel like 8 feels like. So that's why I was looking at it. It gives me that old school Raw TNN Raw era, especially with the small part there. The other parts, not so much. That feels like pay-per-view stuff. But yes, we'll change out of that. Template 9. Let's look at the Template 9 real quick. Template 9 is Clash the Castle. That's what it is. The Arc in the Ring looked a little like Backlash. That's what I thought too. I wasn't sure which pay-per-view. I was either going to say Backlash or No Mercy, but I've been wrong before, so I was like, we'll see when I look at it. But this is like Clash of the Castle when they were in England, because the two big ass towers and stuff. So. But now I'm just sitting here letting chat vote on, stuff. Yes, we get out of that one. I think 10's, no, not 10. I think 1's which one's the most current one? Like the most current looking one. 10's kind of like the most current one, I want to say. No, not really. This one looks like story mode on 2K24. Yeah, it kind of did. Yeah, that one did kind of look like that. That's like Raw now. That's what I thought it was. But I say it's like the most current looking one at the moment. Which I'm not against it, but I want something unique. I want to do something unique. But no, I was saying I had for dinner, I had a hummus and bean and black bean. Hummus and black bean with some rice and some pickled onions in a wrap for dinner. And I got something else I got a Thai chicken wrap for later for the second part of my dinner. But this one here feels like this is the one from the 2K12, 2K15 era. I'm like 5 months behind on WWE. I'm just in the Royal Rumble playing catch up. That's all good. I've only started getting back into WWE stuff since last year. And even then, I only keep up on certain highlighted stuff. I do know about who's in the company, who's doing what and things, because I get, things here and there. But I'm not like invested in WWE as I used to be. Nor am I in AEW as also, but like I like AEW too. I'm just invested in wrestling all around because it's fun. It's enjoyable. I just love it. So that's why. Oh, 100% agree. 100% agree. Since Triple H took over, since Hunter took over and Kevin Dunn's no longer there, things have been a whole lot smoother. Things have been a whole lot better. Been a shit ton better, in my opinion. Template 5. I think Template 5 is the updated, like the other version. Yeah, Template 5 is the... Template 5 is like... I want to say... Maybe WWE in 20... Like before... Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, there are some that are obvious. Not gonna lie, there are some it's like, okay, I've seen this before. But they're able to take those ones and change them to where, like, okay, I didn't expect that, Or like, okay, I didn't think you'd go that way, but it's cool that you guys took it that way. I'm more happy with 2018, 2020. Yeah, right? Like pre-COVID, pre-pandemic kind of thing. With the announce table at the top? Yeah. Yeah, this is like Ruthless. This is like at the end of Ruthless Aggression kind of thing. What's this one? This one's just the big screen. Okay, this is like what was happening for a while. Okay. That's just the big screen with the entrance that's coming out the side. So. That's your basic one there. This one looks like, yeah, this is WrestleMania. This is the WrestleMania stage. Turned into an arena, an event. Yeah, it's old Raw. Yeah. I went to a few of that arena. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. Now this one feels like WrestleMania goes New York. New York. This feels like WrestleMania 41. This feels like not 41 because 41 was Philly. But this feels like the one from New York because you got Statue of Liberty, you got the Empire State Building, of course, fucking Brooklyn Bridge. So So that's what I figured that one. This one, however, when I saw this one, I got like SummerSlam meets an NWO return. I don't think so, but this is like, it says right there. It says it on the thing there. It says like WrestleMania 13 or WrestleMania 12, maybe. But that's the SummerSlam freaking thing up top there, up top. Oh, the WrestleMania 1 foot. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it might have been. I don't know. But no, that's the old school WrestleMania. That is the WrestleMania entrance that Stone Cold came out of and that glass broke. I know what that. I'm pointing at the screen on my end, not on the screen here. The one at the entrance there. Oh yeah, yeah, no, yeah, you're right. That's the one where it's also the one where Randy hit that crazy RKO on Seth. It's also that one. But yeah, it's the one where Hogan or Triple H was fighting Sting and the NWO came out, then DX came out and they brawled. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was that arena. That was the WrestleMania where like all that crazy shit happened. Yeah. But this feels like summer, like minus the WWE logo that like Austin came out of that crack, broke the actual glass. The top part up there with the globe and everything, that feels like SummerSlam when Triple H came back and was fighting with Carlito. That's one that one feels like up top. But everything else is like old school, like back in like this is like as they were phasing out of Attitude Era, they were going into Ruthless Aggression. That timeline, right? Late 90s, early 2000s. I want to say that, like 99 to 2003-ish, I want to say. Well, maybe 2002-ish. But 98, yeah. But yeah, that's what this one feels like. I'm half tempted to use this one too, but like, I don't know. Like I said, I like 8 because the aesthetic of it. I like the old school like Tron look from the bot, like the old school Tunnel Tron look. Granted, like the big arch and the ring in the middle, it is what it is, but that's cool. We can do. I think we could change it up later with the way certain things are. So, but like I said, chat, it's up to you guys. What you guys think we should do, because it's not just about what I want it done, it's about what you guys want done. Because it's not just my company; it's everybody's company, kind of thing. Looks good. Okay. But so we could change up. Yeah, we could change up the location. Like there's Thunderdome, okay. Sports Arena Gymnasium. Okay, so we can just change up wherever we go to. It's a matter of you can always edit. Yeah, it's just a matter of what we're gonna have them walk out. That's the thing I was looking into. Because we're gonna like the venues are gonna change no matter what. I just want to work on what it looks like actually kind of thing. It's outdoor stadium. The last live event I went to was it was 2 years ago when WWE was in Philly, and me and a good couple friends of mine got together and we went to go see a bunch of the indie shows around town in Philly. We got to see TJPW, we got to see GCW, we got to go to the We got to go to the ECW arena and watch couple matches there, watch a show there, which was cool. That show, I actually got to see Rob Van Dam and Masato Tanaka wrestle. Blew my fucking mind. But yeah, we got to see a lot of indie stuff in different places, and we had a really good time and had a lot of fun for it. That's the last live event I went to. I have been thinking about trying to do going to a live DPW show when it either comes up to New Jersey or Philly, or going down to North Carolina and seeing it there. I got to see Kenny Undertaker once. My life is complete. What's crazy is I never got to meet them, but when I was in the Army, stationed in Kansas, first when I was stationed in Kansas, I got to meet Big Show and John Cena and Mickey James at the on-base store, the PX, the personal exchange, or the exchange store. I got to meet them there. I've actually got to meet Rob Van Dam in real life. Honor the Truth thing. It was a USO tour thing. It was more USO tour / tribute to the troops. It wasn't tribute to the troops, but it was USO tour. But because they were doing a show in Kansas and Fort Riley Station in Kansas, well, I think it's still Fort Riley now. But because Fort Riley's in station in Kansas, they had them come do a mini USO tour through the place. I met Rob Van Dam and Sabu. Or no, not Sabu. Rob Van Dam and Tommy Dreamer. Through just something outside of life. I was just bumped into them by accident when they were just doing a show somewhere. The only time I was starstruck, and this is going to show my age, chat. The only time I was starstruck to meet a wrestler was when I was 5 years old and in Baltimore, Maryland, because my family lived in Maryland at the time, and that was a big trip for us. My uncle got tickets to go see a live house event for WWF, back when WWE was WWF, back in the gold era. And I got to meet Hacksaw Jim Duggan and Tugboat, who became Typhoon later, and a King of the American Dream too. But I got to meet those two guys. I was so starstruck and scared I couldn't speak, but I got pictures of them. Yeah, that's how old I am. But no, I got to meet those two guys. I got to meet them that way. Like I said, Mickey James, them. I got to meet a bunch of other legendary wrestlers like Greg the Hammer Valentine, Jimmy Hart, and who was the other person I got to meet with them? Because there was somebody else with them. Honky Tonk Man. I got to meet all three of them. We're about to. That's fair. But I got to meet those three because of the USO tour in Iraq. Because they were doing a USO tour and they flew them out to come see us as a Legends of Wrestling thing. So I got to meet those guys there, but that was like a meet and greet kind of situation. So, but anyway, I think we'll go with this and we'll modify it and do some changes to certain stuff. So, unfortunately, I don't know how to add in the logos on the Xbox yet. So we're going to look into seeing that later. But right now, this is what we'll do. Okay, so you just add stuff to the sides and stuff, maybe? Like, oh, it just, okay. You just add things to the thing. Okay, never mind. That's fucking weird. I mean, it's cool, but like, that's whatever. Are those just polygons that they just sit out in the fucking open? That's fucking weird. Okay. I saw something like this. Yeah. Nah. Stage. There we go. Okay, so this is the different stages. Okay. There's Backlash, Armageddon, fucking Capital Punishment, man. God. Bad Blood 2004. This motherfucking pay-per-view. Oh my God, when fucking Vince and fucking Hunt and Austin were going at each other. And then Big Show came up out of the ring and knocked his big ass out the fucking cage. Well, knocked Austin's ass out the cage. Like, goddamn. Crazy one. The Extreme Rules won. ECW. In Your House. Hell in a Cell. See, that's the rings from Judgment Day. I knew it. Judgment, or 2004 Judgment Day, 2005. No Way Out. That's where the side plates are from. No Mercy. Night of Champions, Money in the Bank, Shorty What You Drank, NXT's 2004 NXT, which was interesting. Okay, so the big ring I saw earlier was from Over the Limit. I was wrong. That's on me. Over the Edge, Take Down Brooklyn. Yeah, there's Raw, Payback, Raw 13 to 14, Raw 2002. That's the one I'm familiar with, I was saying. Royal Rumble, Raw is War, Raw 2006, SmackDown, SmackDown with the fist. Yes. Gotta go with the fist. Gotta go with the fist on that one. That's always been the classic. If you're doing SmackDown one, you would go with the one with the fist on it, honestly. Survivor Series with the Austin Skull, Survivor Series with the thing in the middle, SummerSlam. Survivor Series, Great American Bash, the original. The Thunderdome. Oh yeah, it was from the OPS1 game. Of course it was. Of course it was. Freaking. Yeah, that is WWE 2K11. Also, like this was a WWE 2K11, but no, it was in SmackDown 2000 as well. All grainy as fuck. Yep. Uh-huh. Running at 240p at the max, baby. Hell yeah. Back when cell phones were this big block gray thing still. No, not 2000. 2000 cell phones, we just got flip phones in 2000. What am I thinking? Cell phones, like 2000s were flip phones. No, like these are the two I grew like. Don't get me wrong. I grew up with like the older era stuff too, but I grew up with like Raw is War. I kind of stopped watching after 2006. The no kid. Yep. Mm-hmm. The goddamn, indestructible piece of tungsten. That damn thing, the blue box. But I also grew up with like, they got Bash at the Beach. They've got Vengeance. They've got Clash of Champions from WCW. There's all the, see, WrestleMania 29. We were right. WrestleMania 19, WrestleMania 17, WrestleMania 12. 17 was pretty decent. I like 17, honestly, in my opinion. Then there's WrestleMania 31. That fucking crazy show. I honestly like 13 to 14's look. Oh, I totally agree. It's really cool they got all these. Like, I love the fact they have all these. And they're supposed to have more come out later from what I'm told. From what I've read and what I'm told. There's supposed to be more stuff coming out later. Hence why I bought the battle pass. I bought the season pass. To make sure I got all this stuff. But, I'm torn between NXT 2014 and the Raw 13-14 one. Not because of like nostalgia reasons or anything, but like those feel like the best like aesthetics for what I want to do with the company wise. I always buy the Ultimate Edition games these days. I could have bought the Ultimate Edition, but I wasn't feeling it. They always get decent. Yeah, true. But I just didn't feel like getting the. I'm just now getting back in the WWE 2K games. Like I said, I've watched people playing it, like New Legacy Inc. and a few other people, like Mastodon, New Legacy Inc. Fucking Tangent, and like Cream, and a bunch of other people who have been playing all the games when they come out, kind of stuff. I have always been a person like I stopped getting into the hype of paying for the Ultimate Edition, the Max editions, the Ultimate editions. because I don't need all the stuff from the Ultimate Edition. It felt like an extra waste of money for all the stuff that I didn't need in it. And if I did need it, I had the season pass already, which cost me just as much to, it cost me like a lot less to do it than getting the Ultimate Edition half the time. So it's all about how much needed and stuff, kind of thing. So that's why. But that's personal preference. Like I tell people, like if you like what you like, if you want to get the Ultimate Editions or you want to buy certain things a certain way, do it. Make sure you got your money situation taken care of. Make sure you got all the things taken care of that you need to take care of before you buy the stuff you want. That's always been a big thing in my life, and I've learned over the years. But don't go off my stuff. Yeah, don't use it. It's pointless. Exactly. But like I tell people, because I am gonna put some stuff out I put some stuff out there in the sphere of the internet. Like this is my 2 cents situation with stuff. Don't always go by my 2 cents, because my 2 cents for me works perfectly fine and maybe fine for a few other people. But my 2 cents may not work for everybody. It's not going to work for everybody. And there's going to be people who sit there when I play a game and like, okay, I didn't like this. They're going to try it out and think it's the greatest game of all time. So, take things with a grain of salt. Though I need to cut back on the salt. But take things with a grain of salt and understand that everybody's preferences are different. Just have an open mind to understand and try to explore the preferences in one way or another without being too harsh on people. Yeah. Like mind you, when Elden Ring came out, or like Destiny 2, because I played a lot of those. I bought a shit ton of stuff for those games. I bought a shit ton of stuff for Destiny 2, minus The Last Wish, because I got that given to me for free. Yay. But like Destiny 2 wise, Warframe, there's a bunch of games I will pay out the complete total thing for it, because it gives me a lot to do with it, and I'm going to have a lot to do with it later on that builds up over time. But like WWE games, FIFA, MLB, NFL, college football, like there are certain games I don't pay everything out fully total. I get that. I get that all too well. but hey, you live, you learn, but at least you enjoyed it when you did. So I always look at the thing of like, yeah, things were done this way and that way, but if you got to enjoy it, it maybe worked out for the better, So. I want to see what this one looks like. Because the pictures don't do it too justice. I'm so used to seeing like wrestling gameplay stuff be this arena. I'm like, I kind of want to do it just to, to bring it back. But at the same time, it's like, I don't want to do the same thing everybody else has done in the past. So I'm trying to find things that feel a bit different, that haven't been used too much. Like this works. Yeah, see, this is the one where like, Steve Blackman knocked Shane McMahon off the side of the fucking scaffolding there. 2006 era, But the announcers are down there instead of up here still. SmackDown Fist? God, I haven't. Oh. SmackDown Fist. That is always a tricky one for me to do, because I have so much love for the SmackDown Fist. For a lot of reasons. Video game wise, especially. But like, I've always been worried about doing the SmackDown Fist one, because there's so much nostalgia behind it. And there's so much history behind it that's both good, that's really great. That's like, I don't want to ruin it. But at the same time, I don't think my guys are going to go up that way and do the things I would do with it if I was wrestling in the game. Mind you, for not having me wrestle in the game, this is the CPU LRW run company stuff. So, though to be fair, I might actually try it. Okay, that's the stuff behind it. We do that, because that's the fist. We want to keep that. That takes the lights out there, but that feels like WCW trying too damn hard. um, we all remember those days, like WCW Thunder had just come out, kind of thing. Like Thunder was its own big thing, and like they tried to rebrand as much as possible for the buyout, and it was just ugh. You want to talk about the tackiest of tacky 2000s shit schlock? God Almighty, WCW at the end of its fucking run. Woo! Buff Bagwell's mom on a pole match still to this day. If you've never seen it, go watch it. It's that fucking stupid. It's Buff Bagwell, Scott Steiner. Fucking amazing. But it's just, wow. It is just a thing, to say the least. All right. Lighting. That. We might lighten up the purple. We might make this purple. And we'll make that to a dulled white, like a duller white, so instead of like a blinding white. So like if I go down here. Like that. Yeah, that'll work. I like that better. Okay, so it's that light there. Okay. That there. I don't even see where that what that changes over here, honestly. I think we can leave that as is, honestly, now. We're gonna be changing the ring up. Don't get me wrong. Like we're gonna change that up. No problem. We come to England in the hot summer. It's understandable. Get your chance to get a drink. Also, by the way, see if Craig. Understand this. And the reason why I could turn this off now, technically, it was 86 degrees outside up here, 86 degrees Fahrenheit up here, right? Humid heat, like thick soup, humid heat. And literally about less than 3 hours ago, less than an hour ago, or 2 hours ago, We had a flash storm hit, and now now the storm's no longer here, but the humidity's still here, and it's 10 times worse outside. So I understand completely. So don't feel bad. I understand it all too well. I want that because that's a good light. Yeah. Put that there. Oh no, I understand that England has hot weather. I'm not saying y'all don't, but I understand the whole like England doesn't have the same heat weather as some places do. So yeah, that's part of the humidity. I guarantee it's because of the humidity. I got that one. Lockdown on there. Oh, I got that too. There we go. Kind of work there. Nah. For construction, mass lighting. I like the match. Oh, now construction lighting works a little better, honestly, because you can see the fist a lot better. I don't want to do props. Ring, here we go. Changes ring up. We don't need an LED apron. All aprons. Change the pattern. What do I want to go with for this apron? That's a good question right now. I kind of want to go with the city-like look, but tomorrow's 90 and Wednesday dropping to 70. Yeesh. He said the metallic one looks like WWF No Mercy. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's definitely No Mercy. That is definitely No Mercy. I get the feeling of that. This feels like Taboo Tuesday, or what was it? That one on Sundays. Cyber Sunday. This one feels like Cyber Sunday. No, Taboo Tuesday was pretty much Cyber Sunday, but anyway. I think we'll go with the Cityscape one because it like matches, the timeline. Oh, they were fun. Yeah, you got to see some crazy matches of that, to say the least. Yeah, it works. I like that. LED ring posts. Custom in-match plays to select superstars entrance during the entrances and displays custom settings all over. Always custom. I like custom. I just want to see it didn't change anything. Okay, back where it changes. Yeah. I don't know exactly what they're trying to do, but oh, I got that from a download. I don't know what difference that makes. Um, the mat needs to be changed definitely. I can see it better. There we go. Oh, never mind. Out of money. Okay. I wish it wasn't just WWE stuff here. Um, I'm probably gonna have to try to download some stuff because, like, I gotta figure out how to. They should bring them back and let us vote for real. You know damn well if they brought back Cyber Sunday or Taboo Tuesday, that shit would break within the matter of an hour. The way the internet is now, there'd be so many fucking people getting banned by itself of like just being that stupid, being levels of stupidity that it would just it wouldn't work. They would close it down before they could even get it up, kind of thing. But yeah, no, that's not happening in any lifetime. I guarantee you that.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I think it was this. That works. Oh boy. I want to change what the ring looks like with the freaking canvas. I want to change the canvas on the ring. There we go. I can see better. Jeez. Yeah, it's all the stuff. Jeez, I'm just trying to think which one's to put here. Because until I can get my own logo on it, like. So I can really think to do. There we go. Change pattern. Yeah, there we go. Because what I need to figure out how to put my, because the logo I use for the channel is the logo we'll put in the middle of the ring. What we did last time. but I'm just trying to figure out what I want to put as my actual ring mat right now until I can figure that out. Because I'm not sure how to figure that out just yet. I haven't learned that situation all too well. So, bubble wrapping it. Do that and make it, make it the purple or the teal. Try that. That'll work. Yeah. That'll work for now. Best I can do. All ropes. Make them the purple. His steps be as they are. Turnbuckle pads. Here we go. Change image. This would just be something until I can get, like I said, it's a filler kind of situation. Hmm. Oh boy. Uh, nah. Ooh, boy. That there. This one. Okay. Ringside. This here. Do single table. Oh, it's just me. Do that one. Yeah. What's this one? That's not bad. Like that one. There we go. Hey. Base. Do that. That'll work. Sorry if I'm yawning too much, chat. Yeah. Those are better. I'll look in the props, I guess, and see what I can add. Funny. Do it. There. He's over here like so. There. That. I'm just trying to make an arena look like it's an arena, like that everyone just piles in real quick and then leaves out quickly afterwards, kind of thing. So that's what I'm going with right now. I don't know, park points. Okay. Can't do anything else with it. Okay, that's fine. Well, that would help if they weren't freaking. Okay, I gotta fix these. Hold on. They're not on the floor. Whoops. Would help if they were on the floor, not floating in the air. Whoopsie. Whoops the doodle. There we go. In fact, I can move that to up to here now, kind of thing. And then this one can get stuck like that over here. There we go. Control the lighting. That, well. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so the stuff that you see like on here that has like SH, it has certain lettering in it and stuff, means it's showcased or it's locked behind it's locked behind certain like my rise or my faction stuff kind of things. I don't mind a look at that. It gives me WCW vibes, but right now it gives me a pretty good look. Well, that for now. Like that better. Okay. I think it'll work for now until I can figure out the logo situation, at least, chat. To figure out where I put the dang, how to get my logo on this, and then put it in the middle of the ring and set things up on the turnbuckles and this, that, and the other. But that's something I gotta look up later to figure out. But anyway. I wish it was a like hold button to like to delete all, but it won't let me do it. No. My spelling's as bad in real life as it is in the dang game here. Jeez. Go. Oh. Yes. Yes. All right. There we go. Okay. Custom show. Cool. Referee. As much as I like Little Nate, I might go Chad Patton, honestly. Though this looks like Tony from, y'all remember Tony from back in the day. We'll throw in a World Class referee in there, why not? Commentary. General purpose, even though I'm not going to be using them. Green filter. The bad VHS, 8-bit, your god, vignette. The 80s and 90s filters. Oh, Lord. Late 90s filter. Do a 90s filter, why the fuck not? Match of screen. No. Might be able to do a custom one here in a bit if I find one. Maybe not. There we go. Do you want to do general stuff? That's right. Yeah, we'll see if we can download a custom thing there for that too, because That one works good for now. Yeah, that'll work. We'll put it in position B because I got the camera down where position A is. There's that. That fits the neon vibes more. Yeah, I like the old school SmackDown. That. Oh, yeah. Alright, that's done. The arena is done, technically, for now, until we can find the stuff to download for it to fix it up. Shows. New show. Oh, I've done that already. I made a show. It goes with arena. That's right. We're gonna download stuff later. Championships. Here we go. Ready to cover some championship right quick. This will be the main title. Let's see here. That's the Intercontinental look. The winged eagle, but I can't use it. Okay. I don't mind that. Yeah. Side plates, I want to do. I'm gonna do. Let's see here. Doesn't work. Strap design. This is all the different versions of the strap, honestly. You've done that though. Yeah, let's go back to space setting. Okay, that's front plates. Let me try it with the teal, and then do this one. Yeah, that'll work. All right, left side plates. right side plates. Yeah, I think they'll steal as well. Why not? Right. There we go. Images. This is what I want to add. Okay. Yeah, no. Reliefs. Give me the reliefs. Okay. Spread that out that way. That out that way. Yeah. Yep. Not that. Nope. I just accidentally did it. Undid everything I did. Just worked on. Great. Ah. What I get? There. Nope, that there. There we go. Wasn't just hope. I was hoping it wasn't just say champions or. There. Something to put up top there right now, just to like give it a little bit extra flair there. Yeah. Do that there, and then side plates. Okay. That, that, wait. Now we're gonna put in. There we go. For now, that works for now. Just to get something set up for that. Title information. Name. Yeah. What is the same as 2? I feel like it is. And the same as 1. Throw that up. We'll do those later for something else. I'll do those later. You know, there's you know, stuff on it. Yeah, all right. So, yes. All right, got that title made. Ooh, do not upload. Not yet. Not uploading that shit yet. Let's see here. Chat, do we want to start randomizing superstars and making members for the roster, or do we want to work on like tag team titles and stuff? Because we got to make, because I know we got to make the Fast and Free, which is a cruiserweight title pretty much. The Two Bad Dudes title. The I don't think we could do the Haymaker title here, but we might try to make it. We got to do Fast and Free, Two Bad Dudes as their tag team titles. What's the other one? DDG. Done Did Good Championship. What do you think, Kat? Should we start making those, or should we work on actual like competitors for the show? Because like I'm not using people. Like I said, I won't use people who are actually in the game, like actual real competitors, because everybody does that. I don't want to do that. I want to use created wrestlers and random wrestlers just for shits and giggles. Like if I could set up, I don't know if I could set up universe mode yet or not. Let me look. Let me see. Because if I can set up universe mode or a universe mode with everything I got going for the show and stuff, I already got set up. Maybe then we can like grab all the random people.
There's an old adage in the.
I had to skip that, unfortunately. Slave slot 2. Original sandbox with more with total freedom. Yeah. No, don't turn tutorials. So. Yeah, I need to make sure I'm doing this correctly with tutorials. Welcome to the universe. Okay, yep. Their PLEs. Using the calendar to simulate shows. Okay. Delete those. Because I don't want to use any of the stuff that's WWE branded. I just want to use my own stuff to do this with. And if we can use our own show to do this. They won't let me delete SmackDown. I mean, it would be the minor shows, and then end of the month would be the major show. So I can't use my own show. Okay, I need to look into that then. We're not going to do this yet. Yeah. Okay. I'll figure out universe mode stuff later. Like, when I go to make my own shows, we'll just set it up as is for now. But until I figure it out how to get, like, to be a custom thing like that, then we'll do it. But right now, I'm just not knowing what the fuck to do, honestly. Let's make another championship. Suck it. Why not? We'll make the Too Bad Douche title. Yeah. Those will work. Keep straps on, yeah. Front plates. How come a front list for front plates? Yep. Yeah. That out. That. What else do I want to use? The other one on the other side there. Yeah. There we go. All right. I like the way those look. Let's see here. Not really showing like tag team per se, but we can work with that at least. Work. Here. Okay, so I can have some stuff on here as well. I didn't realize that I could go back. I'm gonna go back and do the other ones when I can. That, that, that. I need to put another one on there. Okay. On the other side there. Okay. Title info. Too bad dudes. There we go. Go. Yeah, we'll do that for it. got some things backwards. I want this one. Yeah. All right, do that. Tags. Do that one. There we go. Alrighty, got that going. Make sure things are working proper. Double checking stuff, check to make sure things are working still. You're supposed to. Yeah, okay. Making sure. Do not upload. Okay. And then the DDG. The Done Did Good chat title. Yeah. That'll work. Yeah, I want those. That. Well, go with those. Yeah. Have some fun. Run plate. Go. Leave. Which one do I want to use? Which one do I want to use? Which one do I want to use for this one? That there. I'm just trying to think of what I want to put on there, chat. Which item I want to put on it. That's the tricky part. It's always like, oh, I got an idea of what I want it to look like, but because I'm to a limited range, I really can't at the moment. That's all right. There. Something up top there to make it catch proper. That would feel good. Do that. Make it look like it's got a mustache, you know. Make the title look like it's got a mustache. There we go. Okay, that there. Okay. Strap. We don't need that because left side plates. All right. Images. I like the look of that. Hmm. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Um, mhm. There we go. Any. I gotta switch that to the other titles too. I gotta put them on any. That includes the other two titles I got done already, so we'll go edit those. Didn't realize you could put it to any, that's on me. Oh. Single title. That. Also, chat, let me know what you think of the belts, and if you think we need to add another one, if there's anyone I'm missing later that I haven't added yet from the old roster, let me know. Or, you know, if you feel like, you know, we should make up, you guys want to send me ideas for like what the belts could look like in the future, what our future belts could look like, kind of thing. Go to the Discord on, down below, or if you're watching this live on Twitch, exclamation live, Discord in the chat. But if you're watching this on YouTube, should be a Discord link somewhere on my freaking page, either here or on YouTube or anywhere else you find me. And you can go there and hop on the Discord there and, create your own and show me, and I'll try to make it myself. Huh? We don't need to do money in the bank, luckily enough. Trying to see what this is about. Custom videos for your superstar entrance and superstar victories. Okay. Want to go through them and see. See what's all here, so that way I know what to look at and what's going to be different and stuff and everything. This is stuff I might look into the future with like downloads and stuff. So. The lock? The lock. Pardon. Oh, it might be people I downloaded earlier that have some that people automatically that people have made custom for. Also, chat. I'm also still looking into if I can download stuff from certain spots because I have if I get like the code for it, I might be able to do that. This is gonna take me some off-stream stuff to do this, though. Honestly, wait, it's looking. I'm gonna have to do this off-stream. It's gonna be an off-stream thing and just like show off when it happens, kind of thing. Maybe I can add it to the show itself. Anyway, that's an off-stream thing. We'll do that later. We'll do that another time. Oh. So, chat, I think what we need to do now is I need to take a breather, go use the restroom, stand up for a couple seconds to get my blood, get the energy running, and then get a snack. So we're going to take a BRB right quick. We'll be right back. And then once we come back, we're going to start creating people. So let people know who haven't been made yet, or people want to be made with their full permission. Let them know we're about to do that in the next 5 minutes, 4 to 5 minutes. Until then, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be back then. And if we don't, we'll make random people just from random choices and like make up random names and shit. So BRB, be right back, chat. All right, chat, we're back. We're doing a stand up at the moment because I just felt like standing up too to get the energy back in me. Also had a handful of a snack to get my sugar levels up. I don't have the headphones on at the moment because when I went to go take them off, they got caught in my hair. So, time being left today. But anyway, we're gonna set up some random people for the roster, and I'll continue work behind the scenes with people on their own characters, unless they're here they want to work on it, kind of thing. They'll let me know in the chat. But I want to randomize some people and just randomize everything, like look, body size, the abilities, all that stuff. Because that way, nobody knows what the hell's going on, for one, with them. And two, you can't say I cheated when I made them. So, we're not trying to do anything over level 86, over 85, technically. Like maybe over like 90. Anything over a 90, we're not going for. So for those of you who were thinking about making your own person and sending me the code later, especially we can download them, do case files. Nothing over 90 on the overall. All right? No 90s overall stuff. And nothing that's going to get me banned on this website, on the site, so, or on this as well, so, on the game or the site, so, please. So, I will say, though, the standing desk thing has been working, because yesterday, the D&D day for me, and when I was running the D&D game last night, I stood here for 3 hours, like 2.5, 3 hours, not taking a break. So I know this is working to help build a tolerance, to say the least. But anyway, we're gonna build a random. We're gonna build 2 to 3 random dudes, and then 2 to 3 random women, because equality. Hence why all the titles are anybody can get them. Because I don't care who you are, you show up and do what you gotta do. Show up and do what you gotta do. All right, but we're gonna hit the random button. Let's say, how many people in chat right now? 4 people. Okay. We'll hit the random button 4 times for each person in chat that's watching. And we'll take what we got. And continue on there. The more people we get, the more times to hit random. How about that? And then the next time we do this, which will probably be Friday, which will probably be this Friday, which will be 4th of July. I think this Friday is 4th of July. Am I not mistaken? Could be wrong. Hold on. Yeah, this Friday's 4th of July. So this Friday, on the 4th of July, we'll do another creation stream, making people and stuff. And, because what's not more redneck, patriotic explosions and craziness than wrestling? Not really, but still. But we'll do that, and we'll take how many people watch on YouTube, and we'll randomize them that way with that number. So, if you want to help out with that as well, on the YouTube side over here, go watch the YouTube side. Well, how about there? Yeah. Get some interaction between y'all, you know? Anyway, here we go. 4 randoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people in the chat, right? Nope, there's 5. 5 people. Okay. Making a super heavyweight. Oh boy. Fighting style. Woo, front of me. I'm gonna close my. Let's see if I can do this one. Okay. I'm gonna close my eyes, chat, and then once we get done, we will select that one instead. All right. Technician. Interesting. Giant Baba ass. Okay. Personal information. Chat, give me ideas for personal information stuff. if you want to. Give me some ideas for like who you think this guy is and what his name is and what, you know, where he should be from. If he's a healer or not, too. Let me know. Because right now we're doing just random people at the moment. But if, you know, you want me to work on actual people that are going to be in the chat wrestling, we've got permission. If you gave me permission to do so, let me know as well. But right now we're making a rando. So, because I'm not so good at naming names. I'm like, I can come up with certain names and stuff, but like, I'm gonna come up with like the stupid, like the stupidity levels of Mystery Science Theater 3000 levels of like Beef McStrong Huge and stuff like that. So that's what I would be doing, at least. But yeah, y'all give me an idea of what you want to what you want his name to be, because I'm gonna random this as well if it let me. So male pose. All right. We're gonna random where we go from which slot, and then we will see if we can go left and right afterwards. There. All right. 1, 2, a 3, a 3. All right, we're doing that one. That's actually working for him right now. Big old 7'1" dude. Okay. Yeah, like I said, you know, just your time to shine. Let me know who you think should be what or which way that the other. Because if not, I will come up with stuff randomly behind the scenes. I'll give them a name and stuff later. Like I'll do the stuff like a lot of the stuff I like to do, like name creation stuff. Usually it involves other people or like me talking to people. And then I come up with a name, so that's why I'm asking y'all. But I might just random name generator later do it, because though I have the energy to do it right now, I really don't want to. I really don't want to, honestly. I want y'all to have an input on this. I want you guys to enjoy it, because this is about you guys enjoying it just as much as I enjoy it, kind of, you know? So. Ugh. I laid down that bottle of water. Okay. But I mean, like everything else, like hometown wise, and like if they're, you know, a face or a heel and stuff, we can randomize that and no problem, honestly. Because I could just do that and then let it go when it happens. So it is what it is. In fact, I'll do this. Prove I'm not cheating. There we go. Here, okay. Crowd balance. And ooh, okay. Is there a way I can rando this? Maybe? I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Being a little egotistical, respected, a little desperate, actually perseverant, but treacherous, bold, and aggressive. There we go. All right. Let's do this. Get a random place. That way I'm not cheating seeing it. There we go. Afghanistan. Do it. Kabul. Yeah. All right, cool. Do it this, well, yeah. Do it this way so that way we can figure out which road we're going to be on. Because I always like using different ones and stuff, so. Just for shits and giggles kind of thing. And stop. I'll do that one. Name, though. We need to come up with a name, chat. We need to come up with a name for this gentleman from Afghanistan. It's like, I'm thinking like the Towering Nightmare for now. Just would work because he's 7'1". He's a super heavyweight. Like Towering Nightmare or the Colossal Giant, you know. But like actual name be tricky. Because I don't want to accidentally, you know, I don't want to do something that's going to come across really bad. So if I put a name down and it's like actually means this in you know, in a certain language, and I said a curse word, I don't want it to happen. Kind of thing. Because in my head I'm thinking Ajir Dakarifi as a name. So, Chad, if you like that idea, let me go ahead with it. If not, let me know in the chat what you guys think. Because right now I'm thinking Ajir Akarifi. We'll go with that for now, I guess. There we go. All right. Yeah, we'll do abbreviated names. All right. If they got the towering, like if they got something like Towering Giant or the Towering Giant or something like that, we'll use it. No, they got Townsend. They got the Trash Man. You can make the Trash Man. He goes in the ring and he eats trash. That's all he does. Go with the Rekka. This is what's going to be announced when they come out, so I'm trying to get as close as I can to the name. That'll be close, I guess. All right. There is our first competitor. Because we're gonna let that happen random. We're gonna keep that as is for now. Until he builds up later, kind of thing. Accept. Save and complete. Do not upload. Because none of these are getting uploaded at the moment because, you know, until we get to the point where, like, okay, just let them fly kind of thing. Whatever. All right. So we got 6 people in. Yeah. So we're going to make 3 dudes, 3 females. So we're going to make another female right now. Female wrestler number 1. I believe we need a strong women's division, just as strong as a men's division, but also everybody throwing hands because everybody can throw hands. Equal opportunity for hand throwing. How we do it here. So that's a cool look. I could do that for somebody later. I can remind myself to do that one. Random is as random does. Here we go. Where was it I get it to randomize? Okay, right here. So, here we go. We got 6 people in chat, 6 randoms. 1, a 2, a tree, 4, almost like Natalia Neihart there. 5 when she first came out. A 6. Oh boy. Okay. That's going to be interesting. How are we going to name this one? And how are we going to set this up? This is going to be interesting. Okay. Especially with the fighting style situation. So we're going to random it as always. And we'll pick at random. So I'm not looking. So I'm not cheating. You know I'm not doing anything wrong. Boom. Technician. Okay. Stats as is. Personal information. Do these first. So I'm not cheating. Okay. And random for that. Okay. This is one of our heels. Okay, then. We'll do prideful, disrespectful, severant, treacherous, cowardly, and aggressive. Here we go. Okay. Hometown wise. Randoed. See what happens. Right, turn around. All right. Germany. All right. Where are you coming from in Germany? Hamburg. All righty. What do I want to name her? What do we want to name her, chat? Our heel from Germany. What do we want to name this wonderful lady? What names are we going to go with for the insanity of this wonderful lady? Our devilish heel from Hamburg. Because I am thinking, maybe she's not from Germany, but she's from around area of Germany. So maybe like Katria. Maybe like a Katria or a Katika. A Katri. Katri. Thinking Katrina. Katria. Or like an Anastasia. Or Anita. Or no, Anasa. Or something like that. I don't know many German names. Chat. I'm not German. The closest relationship I have to Eastern Europe is the fact that my family comes from the musical kind, not the other ones that were known for worse things over there. Just put it that way. But I'm trying to sit here and think what'd be a good name for this madame we got here. What we gonna go with, chat? Yeah. Hold on, chat. Got one. Let's see if we can find it on the thing here. There we go. Yes, abbreviate. Thank you. We're going for Verona. Verena. There we go. Yeah. Let's see. Whoop. Nope, I didn't meant to. Meant to do this thing. I don't want the superstar every time. Because that's the basic one everybody does. It's like the superstar. It's like fucking off. Get some fucking creativity. He is a heel. So we're looking for heelish names. That would work. We're gonna go with. We need something good to go with, chat. Something that's heelish enough to, like, you know, make people go, okay, she's take seriously, but also at the same time it's kind of funny to match with the whole craziness of her look. Let's see here. Big ham. Big nasty. Yeah. Someone tell Markiplier. I found the blacksmith. You know what we could go with? We go with the black bear with black bear. Oh no. I was thinking that, but nah, it'd be better for a guy for dude honestly right now. Ooh, bullwhip. Go with bullwhip. Jeez. My phone died. There we go. Of course. Phone dies. I had it charging, but the way I have it charged not working, so gotta figure out a different way to charge when I'm up here standing. We'll go with good Munson for now. The best I can do at the moment for that. Alright. randomize this stuff real quick. I like cheese. Fuck it. All right. Menu screen post. There we go. Gotta do this randomized as well. So we'll do this. See which row we go with. See what happens. There we go. Okay. And now we go this way. Go. That works. Honestly, that works. That'll work for now. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna set the thing back down because my back is now starting to like scream in pain. So, had to stand up for a little bit to get some blood flow back to my body. So we're back down here shortly. Come on down. Come on down. Come on, chat. Come on. Hurry up. Come on. I ain't got all day. Come on. Bring it on down. Bring it on down. Alrighty. Saving complete. Alright. Do not download. Like I said, chat, if you know someone who has made stuff on here for Xbox specifically, but or if I'm able to download via the code on here somehow to download people from other places, some way, shape, or form, let me know. We're gonna make a Discord. I'll try to make a Discord channel in the chat for people's creations, so that way we can try to recreate them in the game. If we can't make them from one place, we'll try to remake them in this one. So we'll think about. I'll think about adding channel that in chat. That's gonna be after stream though, so just thought about that. Anyway, got 1-1. We're gonna make another gentleman. Another gentleman at the moment. Everything's gonna be random as always. So go down to you. And then we will hit the randomizer. I believe we got 6 people in here. Hold on, to make sure. Because the way I used to see for it, my phone's not working at the moment. So it's like, on here. That's what we want to do? Yeah, okay. So we got 4 viewers at the moment. Okay. So we'll do it 4 times. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Oh boy. 4. Oh lordy. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. Fighting style. See how this goes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Power. Oh lord. Okay. Personal info. Is he a heal or is he a faith or is he a mixture of? Uh-oh. We might have our first making the kids cry, bruh. Nope. Okay, he's a mix. So we'll go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and this way. Okay. Little mix of everything. Randomizing where he's coming from. Because we like to add everyone in the world as possible. Pakistan. Okay. See what we get here. Karachi. Okay. Just signs real quick. At least change up the top and bottom one. I always want to change up the top and bottom one because like it keeps consistency with everybody else having similar signs. But like, you know, you can come up with like some really crazy ones. Do that one. Try not to use ones that are actually like WWE labeled. I think. Go. Okay. Chat, what do you think of the name for our Pakistani warrior here? I'm thinking Tuhra Mahik moment. Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Okay. Yeah, it's abbreviate. All right. Now, what do we go with here? He's kind of got like a weird, like, interesting motif going here. Kind of clownish, kind of circusish, but maybe not. Maybe he's just colorful. We'll go spectacular. Yeah, spectacular. I don't like that it zooms in when we look at names. Yeah, we'll do that because that's probably going to be the closest we get to it. Okay. Alrighty. Another individual made for the roster. Do not upload. Okay. Next female. Let's see here now. What we're gonna do, chat? What we're gonna do? See what happens when we make the next person. I do like the way the randomizer works. I'm not gonna lie, like the randomizer does like give you like a good way of like, okay, let's just take a base and go, fuck it, let's see what happens. Also, FYI for any of the other wrestling fans in here that know who Abyss is from TNA. I am so glad they brought him in the game. He's finally in another game, in another wrestling game. Finally, that's not a creative character version. I kind of agree with some people where like I would have liked to seen like early Davis out attire, not like last, like not like lunacy, not like the lunatic. Like it was Abyss and Rosemary and Crazy Steve working together. Look, though it's a good look, I'd rather like to see like the original like first couple looks. Also, where's Rosemary? You got Abyss in there. Where's Rosemary? She deserves a freaking spot. Got other TNA stars in there. Why not? And Rosemary. She deserves to be in a wrestling video game. All right. Anyway. Closing the eyes. 1, 2. Hold on. Let me see how many people. 4. Okay. 3, 4. Ooh. Okay. An interesting knee pad brace situation there. Okay. Fighting style. If he ends up being a striker, it's deemed to be, chat. It's deemed to be. Yep, deemed to be. All right, cool. Personal information. See where she hails from first. Laos. Ooh, okay. It's from Laos. Okay. Will they get another heel or will we get a first face of the company? Maybe a first face. Ooh, okay. So. Loading screen pose. Which row are we going to? Oh no, which which row are we gonna get? Actually, no, let's go this way. Which section we're gonna get? Okay, which pose are we gonna get for this one? All right, new pose. What we got? Okay. I don't know what to name her, honestly. House. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna ask the all-knowing. I'm gonna ask the all-knowing, all-talking. Give me a moment. You got the name. Go. All right. Okay. With the knee pad and her being a striker, I'm honestly thinking like super athlete or the surgeon. You do surgeon. Do the surgeon. That'll work. Give the names on here. We can get something close to it. No. Okay. No, back up. Yeah, we need something that starts with an O, so it's matched a little better. Go back down. I was thinking about maybe A, but it's like that. No, I need boo. Oh, boo, yeah. I think it's close we're gonna get, and then I did an R name. That's close. I think we're gonna get with that. Yeah. All right. She's done. Complete. All right. Do not upload. Not yet. But yeah, I want to make a channel on the Discord for character create. I think we might already have one though, but I want to make one for character created wrestlers, so that way, then when you go to post a picture, post two pictures, post two specific pictures. I want to see what they look, a picture of themselves with their full name and everything like that. And then the whole like egotistical dad stuff, like that thing too. We'll do that, we'll do that one as well. So Because like all the stuff to look for like gear and stuff, I could find that. I just take time to look for it. But for the whole like if you want to make your own character yourself kind of thing, I think that's the way it will go. Take 2 pictures, one of what they look like, so I can try to find all the items, and then one of what their that bracket of like good and bad stats are, kind of thing. Anyway, all right. Last gentleman, and then last female, and then we're gonna call the stream there, because that'll be more than enough to have done for now. Yeah. Then we'll come back and do this Friday. Yeah, or we might do it tomorrow. See what happens. Need to build a big enough roster to have like enough like randomness to where people aren't gonna like show up and like, oh, we don't have enough people to do this for a freaking full list kind of thing, like we used to do. So, all right, 4 people in chat. 4 times we hit the button. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. Interesting. Almost like an American soda. Here for a second. Fighting style. Here we go. Powerhouse. Interesting. No information. What do we got here? Here, okay. Mix. Okay, cool. Hometown. Which homegrown is he? Nepal. Okay. None. Okay, just Nepal. Cool. Trying to make sure it's randomized yet. There's no longer a random button like it used to be back in the day. Champions Clash. Okay. Why did that not go back to mix? All right. So we'll go fight a little bit. We'll go disrespect a little bit. We'll go oil. Desperate. Bold. Aggressive. There we go. And use screen pose. Okay. Artichoke. Here we go. Wahoo. All right. Four. All right, cool. Like that pose. All right. Name. Oh boy. Go from here. Bloody, you should do it this way. We're gonna pick. What are we gonna pick? You know what we do? For the whole first part, we're gonna do this. We're gonna randomize it until I feel like we're done. And then we'll create a name closest to it. Nope, we're not using single letters to the start. Nope. Jeez. That's gonna be single letters because I'm holding the button, so. Alright. Do it the way it's supposed to do, dummy. Here we go. Wild side. Alright. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying this, by the way. I hope you're having a wonderful time and stuff, and you're liking the creation stuff we've done so far with making the new roster and everything like that and stuff. I will show off a few people who have done work on behind the scenes. And then, you know, when they find, and then like, well, now we won't show off anybody we've made that's chat wise. I want to be a surprise for those who haven't seen theirs yet, minus like a few people I've shown already, to ask questions. So, Burnstorm. So that's what we're going with there. So, you know, like I said, you want to be a part of this. If you're watching this live on Twitch, you know, go over to the Discord, let me know. Exclamation Discord chat. Or if you want to see this, you want to be a part of this Let me know in the comments section or in Discord that way. And if you think anybody wants to be a part of this, join and have some fun with it. They're a big fan of wrestling. Portrait. Let them know on the socials, to hit me up and let them go that way. So yeah, make sure you're respectful and do stuff that way. There we go. Boom. All right. There. That's supposed to be a mix. Do that. Do that. All right. Complete. Yeah. Keep wanting to upload it, but I'm not going to. Not yet. Also, if you're uploading anything for me to find for downloading wise, put in on the hashtags. So you put in certain hashtags for people to find stuff when you upload them. Do lunch rush, not LRW, because apparently there's somebody already that does LRW. I found that out Saturday night when I got the game. But yeah, don't do LRW. Do lunch rush or do knuckle moose or do something like something that I know is gonna catch the stream. It's gonna catch my attention when I'm looking for it, both on and off stream. So that kind of way. All right, last competitor we're making, which is a femme fatale, which is a whammon. Gonna go. Alrighty. 4 people in chat at the moment, so we're gonna do this. I think we got 4 people in chat. Let me double check to make sure when I double check this duck right quick. And then duck, and then boop. Yep, okay. Making sure. Alrighty. Here we go. A 1. A 2. 3. 3. Ooh, okay. Okay. I'm liking it. Okay. Not a bad color scheme. Okay. A lot of good there. Okay. Fight ability. What kind of fighter is she? What kind of wrestler is she? She's a powerhouse. Yeah. All right. The females. Okay. Okay. Yeah, a little bit sassy on that. I like it. A little sassy. All right. Uh-oh. Getting another heal here, chat. Ah, next. Oh. Okay. Actually, we'll do prideful. Yeah, prideful. Disrespectful. Spirit. Treacherous. Bold. Aggressive. There we go. All right, where does she hail from? Which place in the world does she arrive? Does she show up from? Kenya. Possible soft ground wrestling, heritage maybe. If you don't know what soft ground wrestling is, it is very fucking crazy, but very fucking cool. I highly suggest go and check it out if you haven't seen it yet, or if you haven't seen anything about it yet. It's really fucking crazy. Do that one. And then, but yeah, it's super really crazy and cool stuff. I got my eyes closed, chat, so I can randomize it, by the way. So those of you just going in, if you're watching from the YouTube channel, catching it late for some reason. There we go. Okay. Okay. We need a name though. Kenya. Hmm. Bottom. She's kind of got like this powerhouse mode. She's got this interesting powerhouse motif. You know what? The real deal. And then we'll randomize this best we can. But then after this chat, we're gonna go ahead and find someone to raid out to and say hi to and stuff, if I'm able to figure out real quick which one we're gonna go to. If you know anybody who's live you want us to raid out to, though, don't be afraid to add it, put it in the chat. Let me know. Maybe. You know, I'm always down to raid new people if we haven't raided them before, kind of thing. Go ahead and get that set up now to do that before we head out of here. I'm chiseling. Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. I feel like this is how people get named in fucking WWE anyway. I know. David complete. There we go. Alrighty. Do not upload. Alright, chat. Move over to the chatting. Ugh. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you're all enjoying watching it and stuff. And like I said, we'll be back either tomorrow or Friday, depending on how I feel when I wake up in the morning. To do more of this, because we're trying to build a good enough roster, a big enough roster to have random, like I just hit random and just put random people in where we don't get the same people over and over and over again. But we can kind of create storylines a little better with a little bit smaller roster than what we've been doing on Fire Pro. As always, also, like I said, we'll create a channel specifically for the wrestling creations, and we will have you guys on the Discord channel, and you guys go over there, drop them in there. Make sure you drop that whole like prideful, bold thing, but also drop the way they look and stuff, so that way I can find attires as quickly as possible, so I can know what to look for in that area. With that being said, I hope you've all enjoyed. I hope you've had a good time watching. I'm gonna hopefully be back tomorrow, depending on, like I said, moods. Let's try to see if someone's live right now. I'm gonna have to do it this way because my phone died. Normally I would raid out through my phone, but it's not working at the moment, so I gotta turn the PC on, see if we can find someone that way. Wait a minute, I don't need to turn the PC on. I got the freaking thing there. What am I doing? What am I doing? Got my thing up. What am I doing? What are you doing? Boop. Boop. All right. Let's see if we can find someone to raid out to. Raid channel. There we go. Some people doing WWE 2K stuff at the moment. Oh, I love the fact that I'm looking at one of these things, chat, and one of the people, it's like, yeah, it says WWE 2K 25, but it's AEW fighter. It's AEW all or nothing. So hey, whatever. Anyway, let's try to find someone we can raid out to who's having, you know, a decent night so far already. Uptime 11 seconds. You know what? Let's go do this guy. It's Rebel Atsuki. Go raid them. Draft night for them, so you know that's pretty cool. So let's go raid them, say hi, you know, be polite, be kind, and get ready to enjoy some more wrestling, because now they're actually wrestling with their stuff. So yeah, we'll be back with our stuff another night, another time. Hope Hopefully sometime later this week. It's going to be sometime this week. We're going to try to make a few more like that. If not, make a few more in different ways. But until then, y'all stay wonderful, stay amazing, stay wiggly. I'll see y'all tomorrow, hopefully. If not, keep an eye on the Discord and socials. But until then, y'all stay best. Latest.